Welcome back to our channel, Tiana and Ace Taste. This week's video, well, it's blooming onion time.
All right, so today I'm going to show you how to make a blooming onion. So this is unfortunately the largest white onion that I have. So this is what we're going to be doing today, but try to get a big, large white onion. And then you just cut off the kind of top side, and then there's the root side on this. So you want to just chop off this part. You want to just get enough that, you know, when you cut it, you will be able to get it to fold out. And then you want to just take off all of the outside. Hi, Polly. All right. And then you want to have this part that you didn't cut off to the top so that you can kind of judge how deep to cut, because you don't want to cut all the way through so that it's still attached at the bottom. So you just want to kind of slice through, and I'm going to do it about quarter, and then I'm going to go in between and do a couple cuts to kind of, you know, make it into sections. And then that should kind of fold out a bit. So you want to kind of help it out so that when you coat it, it will get into all of the sections. Just kind of fan that out. And then in this bowl, I already have half a cup of the Bob's Red Mill gluten-free flour, and then I'm going to add half a cup of tapioca flour to that. And I'm just going to grab a spoon to mix these together. And tapioca flour is nice and fluffy, so the combination will stick well without being like weighed down from a gluten-free flour. And then to that, I'm going to add some black pepper, some pink Himalayan sea salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and paprika. If you like a little bit of spice, you can add cayenne pepper as well. I do not really like spice, so I'm just going to stick with these. And then for the wet wash, you want a half a cup of almond milk and 1 egg. I'll just use this spoon to mix that together. So you're going to start first by dipping the onion into the dry. And I have this bigger bowl that I'm just going to try to kind of set it into. It's honestly probably easier if I just pour the dry on top. And then try to get it all into those nooks and crannies that are in there. And then tap out any of the excess. Then you're just going to dip this into the wet mixture. And again, try to just kind of get that all into the nooks and crannies so that the second dip of the flour will stick well. I'll just stick that back in there. Then add the rest of the flour mixture on top. And this we are actually going to stick into the air fryer. Just make sure that got everywhere, and then just tap off all the excess. And then you're left with that. And I'm gonna stick this into the air fryer at 350 degrees for about 20-25 minutes until it's crispy. I forgot to add that you do want to coat this with a cooking spray. So I just have an olive oil cooking spray. So I'm just gonna squirt that all over the bloomin' onion, and now it can go into the air fryer. And here is the finished bloomin' onion.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the video and it gave you the urge to go make yourself a bloomin' onion. I was thinking too, you can have it without sauce, of course, but you might want to whip up a quick sauce, like with some mayo base, have ketchup, horseradish, paprika, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. Sounds delicious, don't you think? If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with family and friends, subscribe if you haven't, and if you have, thank you very much. Comment. Until next week.